Hello, welcome back. Today I'm at the Fairmount Cemetery in Denver, Colorado. We're going to be visiting the grave of Lou Blonger. He was a Wild West saloon keeper, gambling house owner, and mine speculator, but is best known as the kingpin of an extensive ring of confidence tricksters that operated for more than 25 years in Denver, Colorado. His $1 million Bunco ring was brought to justice in a famous trial in 1923. So I'm going to tell you about his story as we go look for his grave. Born Louis Herbert Blonger on May 13, 1849 in Vermont, he was the 8th of 13 children. His father, Simon Blonger, was a stonemason born in Canada of French ancestry. His mother, Judith Kennedy, was raised in an orphanage in County Tipperary, Ireland. The Blonger family migrated from Vermont to the lead mining village of Shullsburg, Wisconsin, when Lou was just 5 years old. After his mother died in 1859, Lou lived with his older sister and her husband for a few years. Around this time, Blonger began using the shortened version of the family name, omitting the first E, as most of his brothers did. Blonger followed brothers Mike and Joe into the Union Army in 1864. Although he was still 3 days shy of his 15th birthday, Blonger was mustered in as a fifer at Warren, Illinois. He served a few weeks with Company B of the 142nd Illinois Regiment before suffering a leg injury at White Station, Tennessee. He spent the remainder of his 100-day enlistment recovering at a hospital in Chicago. After the war, the fast-talking Lou joined up with his older brother Sam, and the pair moved westward, hoping to make their fortunes in the many mining camps of Colorado, Utah, and Nevada. For the next 2 decades, they moved from camp to camp, taking various jobs, working in saloons and mines, while doing a little prospecting, lots of gambling, and practicing a number of con games in cities across the West, from Deadwood, South Dakota, to Silver City, New Mexico, to San Francisco, California. During their vast travels, they reportedly met many of the more famous Old West personalities, such as Doc Holliday, Bat Masterson, and the Earp brothers. For a short time, Lou and Sam even served as lawmen in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where they are said to have provided protection for Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp after their infamous Earp Vendetta ride. By the 1880s, the brothers had settled in Denver, Colorado, where they were running a saloon on Larimer Street and later on Stout Street. By the 1890s, the Blonger brothers had become wealthy men from investments in mining claims and profits from their popular Denver saloons, which catered to gamblers and also provided painted ladies for their customers. They had also pocketed a significant amount of money from their various games of fraud and graft practiced on many miners. While in Denver, they practiced their cons widely, competing heavily with the already established Soapy Smith gang. Eventually, they took over control as the kingpins of the Denver underworld, and when Soapy Smith moved on in 1896, they consolidated the city's competing gangs of confidence men into a single organization. Operating their business as a big store con or fake betting house, central facilities were established, complete with betting windows, chalkboards for race results, and ticker tape machines. Here, the gang members would convince unsuspecting customers to put up large sums of cash in order to secure the delivery of promised stock profits or winning bets on horse races. It was this practice that is portrayed in the movie The Sting. Additionally, Lou had a number of men working for him that profited as pickpockets, shell game experts, and a number of other small-time con games. Lou's operation was so tight that no one was able to operate in the city without gaining his permission and donating a share of their proceeds. Continuing to wield their power, the Blonger brothers influenced elections and political appointments in order to protect their racket and shield their gang members from prosecution. In 1904, a man named Adolf Kid Duff became Blonger's second in command. Duff was an experienced hand, having long been a member of several other Colorado gangs, and well known as a gambler, opium dealer, and pickpocket. Together, the pair increased the profits of their organization. In 1920, Lou Blonger had grown so powerful that many said he owned the city of Denver, and was by that time able to fix any arrest with a phone call, and was making thousands of illegal dollars in a year in his extensive confidence games. Lou even had a private telephone line in his office which ran directly to the chief of police. Though his success went on for decades, it would finally end in 1922 when District Attorney Philip Van Cise circumvented the corrupt Denver politicians and established his own secret force of local citizens. Funded by private donations, Van Cise's men were able to arrest 33 confidence men, including Lou Blonger and Kid Duff. A highly publicized trial followed, where Lou Blonger and many of the other gang members were convicted and sentenced to prison at Canyon City, Colorado. Make sure there's no cars coming. Alright. Both Lou Blonger and Kid Duff received sentences for 7 to 10 years. And after just 5 months of being in prison, Blonger died on April 20th, 1924, at the age of 74 from organ failure. Duff, in the meantime, was out on bond, pending another court case, and eventually took his own life. And Lou's older brother, Sam, had died some 10 years earlier. And I know his brother, Sam, is actually buried at the Riverside Cemetery. So I'll have to go visit him and check this statue out. But Blonger is in the very, I guess I would say, rich area of the cemetery. You see there's very large mausoleums and statues over here. So obviously, even though he died in prison, his body was still claimed and buried in this very nice cemetery in Denver, as I'm sure he still had lots of money. Alright, here is Lou Blonger's grave. It says Blonger. And I see some rocks. And a few coins on top. Let's see if there's something else on this side. Oh, here we go. Lou Blonger, 1849 to 1924. Right. The Kingpin of Denver. Rest in peace. Hope you enjoyed that video and getting to see the grave of Lou Blonger, the Kingpin of Denver. Please like and subscribe for some more videos, and I'll see you at the next grave. Thanks.